Washington. I credit Coach Peterson and their staff for the job that they did. Thought our week of preparation was very good. Thought we came in with the right mindset. We made enough mistakes to lose the game. I think when it comes down to it, a turnover in the first half that led to great field position that gave them an early lead going into halftime, and then getting the ball inside the 10 in the second half twice and coming away with no points. And that's when you look up and you can't cut it to a one-score game. For us, it's about getting back on this plane, correcting. I told those guys in the locker room that that's a team that you can see again come December if you do your job. They're a very good football team as well as we, and this is our first conference loss to a North opponent. And we've got the opportunity to go back, make the corrections, and have the opportunity to go win the Pac-12 South and hopefully meet them again at some day. With that, we'll take any questions that you got.
Matt, Clay mentioned the interception inside the 10. Can you tell us what you saw on that play or what happened?
It was just a bad read. Should have handed the ball off, and that's on me.
Matt, what was different for you today? What looks you from the defense or just being in the red stadium?
Noise usually doesn't get to me. We practiced all week with noise, so we were prepared for that. But what came down to it was my decision making, and it wasn't the best. Obviously, the ball was turned over way too much, and they capitalized on just about each and every one of them, which did not help at all.
Clay, what are your biggest concerns as the bye week comes? For us is getting a little bit healthy, having the opportunity to get some guys back, and then correcting some things that we'll watch on tape here. We had an opportunity to really come away with a win today, and we let that go today by stuff that we did. So we'll get that cleaned up. I love the way these guys competed. I love their heart. I love this guy's heart. This guy's heart. Know this as far as competing and heart and how hard they play. There's nothing wrong. It's the corrections that we'll make, and that's my job. Nobody else's. It's us and our coaching staff. We'll make it. I ask these kids to be where they're supposed to be, give their absolute best effort at all times, and we'll do the rest as coaches. They're doing that, and that's evident. That can be seen, is they're playing extremely, extremely hard. Now we got to play clean, sound football with that, and we'll look up and we'll have a chance to be Pac-12 South champions.
Clay, when you look at the mistakes that were made by the team today, can you put your finger on like a common denominator?
I'll have to look at the tape, but it felt to me, if you get the ball in the end zone, the two times you got it inside the 10-yard line, this is maybe a different ballgame, we came out and had a couple field possession errors. One was off a turnover, one was off a punt where that puts them in great field position, and they get up at halftime 17-7. I thought the running game was very much improved. We challenged both the offensive line and the runners that they were going to have to step up big. Felt like they were going to play their safeties deep and corners deep the majority of the day. They did. We were able to hit one deep ball, getting Pitt behind a corner one time. But for the majority of the day, it was going to be, hey, run the ball and try to make explosive plays in that category, or throw the ball short and run long. I thought that Steven, Keese, and Vi each came up with huge runs. I think that led over 200 yards of rushing today. At the end of the day, don't have more turnovers than they have.
John, you guys talked all week about stopping Jacob Eason. You held him to, I think it was like 180 yards, no passing touchdowns. How do you feel like the defense did just in terms of limiting him?
We did fair. We had a couple of assignments buzz here and there, but he just clean up and get everybody on their job, make sure that everybody's assignment sound.
Well, you had Max Williams out there in the first series. What did he do there in that chance?
He had the opportunity. Greg Johnson had broken a team rule, so I sat him down the first quarter, and Max got his opportunity. I thought both kids handled extremely well, Max came out, did his job, played well, and then when Greg got his opportunity, and came out and did what he was supposed to do and played extremely well. So Credit to Max. I've been so proud for him. I was excited for him. I was excited for Chase. Excited for ITS to go out there with kids, with Talanoa down and OG down and Greg down for a quarter. Those kids stepped up. You know, that's as good a quarterback as we may face. You know, him and probably Justin Herbert later on. You know, so credit those kids for the job they did today. It wasn't perfect, but the defense put us in position to have a chance to come out with a win today.
In terms of running the ball, is there like a fine line between if you run more, they're going to start taking that away, and then you're going to end up throwing the ball again? Were you trying to strike that
No,
balance?
it was. I felt like it was going to need to be a balanced day, Adam. Really, and you saw it. I mean, we ran the ball, had some explosive runs in there. Then they started brought some pressure. Finally, got it to where we had you know, a man-on-man look with Pitt, and Matt did a tremendous job of seeing it. It was one of the few times that we were able to have it and hooked up on the deep ball before the safety could get there. And that was a huge play in the game. It sparked. It was an offensive spark play. So it was one of those days where you needed to be balanced. And I thought the running game was there, and we had challenged our kids coming in that, hey, we need to be physical and dominant in the run game. It needs to be one of those 200-yard games to help get some advantage coverages for Matt and the wideouts, and it was.
Let's do one more. Anyone? Okay, thanks, guys.
All right, guys, safe travels.